The fork slipped from my hand and clattered against the china plate. No one else seemed to notice. Laughter filled the dining room. My husband Daniel was telling one of his polished, charming stories, the kind that made people lean in and admire him. My in-laws hung on every word. My sister-in-law, Rebecca, sat across from me, unusually quiet. Then she stood. "Emily, can I steal you for a second?" she asked casually. Her hand wrapped around my wrist before I could respond. She led me into the hallway, past the framed family photos, past the smiling versions of ourselves that suddenly felt fake. She leaned close. Her perfume smelled sharp, different. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "I found a phone hidden inside your headboard." My heart stopped. "It's been recording every conversation you've had for a month," she continued. "I've seen who's on the other end. And it's not a stranger." The air turned thin. "Don't look at your husband," she said quickly. "Meet me at the old bridge at midnight. Come alone." She stepped back like nothing happened. And just like that, we returned to dinner. Daniel reached for my hand under the table. "You okay?" he asked with that gentle, practiced smile. I forced a nod, but my mind was screaming. A phone inside my headboard, recording me, recording us, recording everything. I thought about the late-night calls I'd taken from my therapist, the arguments Daniel and I had whispered when we thought no one else could hear, the doubts I'd shared about feeling like something in our marriage wasn't right. And then something colder settled in. Rebecca said she'd seen who was on the other end, not a stranger. So who? When dinner finally ended, Daniel insisted we leave early. "You seem tired," he said, guiding me to the car. His hand felt heavier than usual. At home, I pretended to shower. Instead, I tore apart our bedroom. My hands shook as I ran them along the wooden headboard. It was custom-made, Daniel's idea. Solid oak, thick. Too thick. I found the seam near the back panel, and there it was, a hollow space. Inside it, a phone. Black, powered on. Recording app open. Red light blinking. My stomach dropped so violently I had to sit down. A month. A month of my private life captured. I scrolled through the saved files, dates, times, and then I saw something else. Outgoing transfers. Files sent. To a contact labeled only as R. Rebecca? No. That would be too obvious. Wouldn't it? I heard the front door open downstairs. Daniel was home. My pulse roared in my ears. I shoved the phone back into place, sealed the panel, and lay down on the bed just as he entered the room. He smiled at me. That same soft smile. "Long night," he said. I studied his face, searching for something. Guilt, fear, cracks. I found nothing. At 11:45 p.m., Daniel was asleep. At 11:57 p.m., I slipped out of the house. The old bridge sat just outside town, abandoned and half-rotted. It had been closed since a storm years ago. No cameras, no traffic. Rebecca was already there when I arrived. The river below churned black in the moonlight. She turned toward me slowly. "You found it," she said. "Yes." She swallowed. "You deserve to know the truth. And if you're feeling the tension right now and need to know what she says next, make sure you stay with me, because what happened at that bridge changed everything I thought I knew about my marriage." Rebecca didn't waste time. "It wasn't Daniel who put the phone there." The words hit me like cold water. "What?" I whispered. She stepped closer. "He didn't know." My mind refused to process that. "He's not the one sending the files." "Then who is?" I demanded. Rebecca hesitated. Then she said it. "My mother." I stared at her. Daniel's mother. The woman who hugged me every Sunday, who called me sweetheart, who insisted we host family dinners at our house. "She's been obsessed with protecting Daniel since he's a kid," Rebecca said. "She thinks you're going to leave him." "What?" "She hired someone to monitor you. She wanted proof you were cheating, or planning to." I felt sick. "I've been in therapy," I said quietly. "That's who I've been talking to." "I know," Rebecca said. I listened to the recordings. My skin burned with humiliation. She found out you'd talked about possibly separating. She panicked. She thinks if she gathers enough evidence of instability, she can push Daniel to divorce you before you ruin his life. Ruin his life? The wind howled under the bridge. But why tell me? I asked. Rebecca's expression hardened. Because she dragged me into it. The files were sent to my email. She wanted me to review them. So the R is me. Silence fell between us. I didn't agree with her, Rebecca said. At first, I told myself she was just worried. But this? She shook her head. This is surveillance. It's wrong. I paced the cracked pavement. So Daniel doesn't know? No. And if he finds out the wrong way, she'll twist it. My thoughts raced. If I confronted him without proof, I'd sound paranoid. If I confronted his mother, she'd deny everything. Rebecca stepped forward. There's more. My chest tightened. She's not just listening, she's editing. What? She clipped parts of your therapy calls, took sentences out of context. She's building a narrative that you're unstable, impulsive, possibly unfaithful. I felt fury rise slow and steady. She plans to present it to Daniel in 2 weeks at his birthday dinner. A public ambush. The pieces fell into place. The custom headboard, the constant family visits, the sudden questions about my mental health. This wasn't paranoia, it was strategy. She wants control, Rebecca said softly, and she doesn't think you're worthy of him. The river below seemed to roar louder. For a moment, I wanted to scream, to cry, to run. Instead, something else formed. A plan. She thinks she's collecting evidence, I asked slowly. Rebecca nodded. Then let's give her something. Rebecca's eyes widened. What are you thinking? If she wants a narrative, I said, my voice steady now, we'll write one. And this time, we'll make sure it's the truth. For 2 weeks, I played my role perfectly. I acted unaware, I spoke carefully, but not defensively, and, with Rebecca's help, I gathered proof. We documented the hidden phone, took photos, copied the recording logs, traced the email transfers. Rebecca accessed her mother's forwarded messages, complete with timestamps and edited audio clips. But the real key? I installed my own recorder. Not to spy, to protect. On Daniel's birthday dinner, the entire family gathered again. His mother stood to make a toast. Her voice trembled, but not with emotion. With love, she began, sometimes we must make difficult choices to protect those we care about. She glanced at me. Then she placed her phone on the table. I have concerns about Emily. The room went silent. Daniel looked confused. She pressed play. A distorted clip of my voice filled the room. I don't know if I can stay. Gasps. I stood. Play the whole file, I said calmly. She froze. I don't have to. But I do, I replied. Rebecca stepped forward. Actually, Mom, we do. She connected her laptop to the television. The full recording played. My voice continued. In a relationship where I feel unheard, but I'm working on it. I love my husband. I just need him to meet me halfway. The room shifted. Daniel's face drained of color. Then Rebecca played the evidence. Screenshots, email logs, the hidden phone inside the headboard. Silence suffocated the room. Daniel slowly turned to his mother. You put a device in our bedroom? She tried to justify it. I was protecting you. From what? He asked. His voice broke. From my wife? I stepped forward, steady. You didn't just spy on me. You tried to destroy my marriage. Her composure cracked. For the first time, she had no control. Daniel looked at me, truly looked at me, and something changed. Not suspicion, not doubt. Understanding. I'm sorry, he said quietly. And in that moment, I realized something important. Revenge isn't always destruction. Sometimes it's exposure. Daniel and I left early that night. We removed the headboard, changed the locks, set boundaries. His mother didn't attend family gatherings for months. Rebecca and I, we grew closer, because sometimes the person you least expect becomes your strongest ally. And here's the question I want you to think about. If you discovered someone was secretly recording your life to control your future, would you fight quietly like I did? Or would you burn everything down? Tell me in the comments, what would you have done?